The Dean Faculty of Nursing, Praboro Marachanok Institute, Thailand, Professor Dr. Kamalrat Turner. The Honorable all speakers, Dr. Natawut Surya, Sri Masarakam College of Nursing, Praboro Marachanok Institute, Thailand. Dr. Regi Arcero Bautista, Dean Faculty of Nursing, System Bus College Foundation, Philippines. The Honorable Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, Mrs. Nur Hidayah, Master of Health. The Honorable Vice Rector for Administration and Finance, Mr. Rizka Himawan, Master of Psychology. The Honorable Vice Rector for Student Affairs and Cooperation, Mrs. Ani Rosiana Masito, Master of Nursing, Mental Health Nurse Specialist. The Dean and Vice Dean Faculty of Nursing, University of Muhammadiyah Kudus, the Head of Nursing Study Program, and all participants. In the name of Lord, today we are gathering virtually in our international webinar series on nursing, in the agenda of 25th anniversary University of Muhammadiyah Kudus. On Tuesday, November 16, 2023, ceremony of international webinar series on nursing, in the agenda of 25th anniversary University of Muhammadiyah Kudus, entitled Continuing Nursing Education on Holistic Care Toward Better Health Service Quality in Era 5.0. Let's start this agenda with saying Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Singing National Anthem of Indonesia Raya. Ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda, welcoming remark from Rector University of Muhammadiyah Kudus to Dr. Edi Susanto, Master of Arts. The time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Dean Faculty of Nursing, PPRI Thailand, Associate Professor Dr. Kamolrat Turner, the Honorable Dean Faculty of Nursing, SPCF Philippines, Dr. Regi Archeo Bautista, the Honorable Dr. Towad Surya, Sri Mahasarakam College of Nursing, Faculty of Nursing, PPRI Thailand, the Honorable Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, Ms. Nur Hidayah, Master of Health, the Honorable Vice Rector for Administration and Finance, Mr. Rizka Himawan, Master of Psychology, the Honorable Vice Rector for Student Affairs and Cooperation, Ms. Ani Rosiana Masitoh, Master of Nursing, Mental Health Nurse Specialist, and all participants. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, let us praise be to Allah, the Lord of the world, and the sequel in for those who keep their duty unto him. Further, there will be no hostility except against wrongdoers. Secondly, salawat and salam is sent Honorable Prophet Muhammad SAW, his family, all his disciples, and those who follow them in goodness till the day of judgment. In this very special occasion, I'm pleased to welcome you to the international webinar series on nursing, entitled Continuing Nursing Education on Holistic Care Toward Better Health Service Quality in Era 5.0. This international webinar is held in the agenda of the 25th Milad Universitas Muhammadiyah Kudus. In this virtual conference room, I recognize some committee that you have worked tirelessly on for the agenda. Again, I'm sure we are also reaching out to many new friends, including practitioners, technologies, innovators, business professional, and civil society representative. And I said, a warm welcome to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, historically, nursing has always provided holistic client-centered care, which is not only based on the individual physical need, but also on his social and psychological need, being mindful that the holistic dimension of man include the physical, social, and spiritual dimension in providing care. If one dimension is overlooked or not attained, or to the recovery from illness will be compromised and may further burden and distress the individual or the family. Thus, in dealing with disease, the interconnectivity of the body, mind, and spirit shall be done with by providing the necessary support that the patient needs. For example, providing flexible visiting hours to a terminally ill patient that requiring constant family contact or allowing spiritual healer at time of anxiety will be much appreciated by the patient and the family. Ladies and gentlemen, later on, nurse provide complex and compassionate care by being with the patient during most of their hospital stay. Nurses are the most appropriate person to understand and feel for the patient. Thus, nurses need to understand their patient feeling, perception to their illness, their reaction toward their illness, and their concern about the care given. However, sometimes misunderstanding between nurse, patient, and families may happen because of a lack of communication about the intended care. Single explanation on that will be done or what may be expected would help as the anxiety felt by patient and their families. Most complaints received about nurse are related to miscommunication. Holistic care in this way include care given to the individual, family, and the community to promote health and prevent future illness, empowering them to face the change in their health status and to self-manage their care is pertinent and progressive move. Society will have to learn to adopt a more activity role in improve their health, particularly in the face of accelerating medical costs with the economic downturn. The public can save costs by engaging in healthy lifestyle, such as consuming healthy diet, giving up on cigarette, alcohol, and spending more time in physical exercise that do not cost much. Nurses are in a privileged position to provide the necessary health education and motivation to patients and their families on healthy living. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that by participating in this international webinar, we are in the right place and the right time. Together, let us accelerate the exchange of ideas and webinar and scaling up of good practice in pharmacy field, and I wish you all a very successful webinar. I declare that this international webinar is officially open. Thank you for all attention and collaboration. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much to Dr. Edi Susanto, Rector University of Muhammadiyah Kudus. Ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda, second welcoming remark from Professor Dr. Kamal Turner, Dean Faculty of Nursing, Prabowo Marachanok Institute, Thailand. The time is yours.
Dr. Edi Susanto Guest, Rector of Muhammadiyah Kudus University, Dr. Reggie Akio Bautista, Dean of Faculty of Nursing, SPCF, Philippines, Dr. Thani Klomchai, Director of Boromrachani College of Nursing, Payao, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, selamat pagi, and สวัสดีค่ะ everyone.
Selamat pagi.
Once again, my name is Kamunrat Turner, Dean of Faculty of Nursing, Paparom Rajanok Institute, Thailand. It is my honor to be a guest speaker for this international webinar on continuing nursing education on holistic care toward better health service quality in era 5.0. I would like to thank the organizer, especially the University Muhammadiyah Kudus, for inviting me to share my experience on this webinar. As you may know that the era of 5.0 is a concept that refers to the integration of human and technology in a harmonious and sustainable way. It is a vision of the future where humans can coexist with artificial intelligence, robotics, biotechnology, and other advanced technologies, while maintaining their dignity, values, and well-being in this era. Healthcare is expected to be more personalized, preventive, predictive, and participatory, as well as more accessible, affordable, and accountable. Nursing as a profession that is dedicated to promoting health and caring for people has a vital role to play in this era. Nurses are not only the largest group of healthcare providers, but also the closest to the patients and their family. They have the opportunity and responsibility to provide holistic care, which is a comprehensive approach that considers the physical, psychological, social, spiritual, and environmental aspect of health and well-being. Holistic care can enhance the quality of health service by addressing the needs and preference of each individual, as well as the context and culture of the community. In this webinar, my talk soon will focus on continuing professional development, or what we call CPD, for better health care quality in the digital era that can link to the era 5.0. I hope that this webinar will inspire you to embrace the changes and opportunities that era 5.0 brings, and to continue to improve your knowledge and skills in holistic care. And also hope that you will enjoy this conference and benefit from the knowledge and networking opportunities that it offers. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, Professor Dr. Kamurat Turner in Faculty of Nursing, Prabowo Chanok Institute, Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the opening of 10 international webinar series on nursing at the University of Muhammadiyah, Kudus. That's all from me as Master of Ceremony. Let's close with saying Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Nasrul minallah wa tuhum qaribah basiril mu'minin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now we come to the main agenda of 10 international webinar series on nursing in the agenda of 25th anniversary University of Muhammadiyah Kudus, entitled Continuing Nursing Education on Holistic Care Toward Better Health Service Quality in Era 5.0. This will be guided by Mr. Ahmad Nur Shafiq, Master of Education, as moderator. The stage is yours.
Thank you to Master of Ceremony. Right now, we will begin with the international webinar today. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi ajma'in. Let's praise to our Lord, our subhanahu wa ta'ala, for his mercies and praises. And also our deep gratitude please be upon to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in which that at the end of the day we are belonging to his ummah. Well, dear participants, so welcome to join to the first international webinar series on nursing today. It's really an honor for me to be here today. My name is Ahmadul Shafiq and I'll be serving as a moderator for this international webinar. Well, ladies and gentlemen, these international webinars belong to the 10 international webinar series after the last year we did successfully for the first event of the international webinar also. Later on, I will tell you that this webinar is whole in the agenda of well, dear participants, so to begin our webinar today, as we know that the rector also said that nurse plays a very significant role in improving safe and care by ensuring that the quality assurance program are integrated in your care. By being diligent in your care and consciousness in your documentation, safety is made conceptions. Quality and safety are also valuing central to the nursing care. Improvement in nursing practice is a prime concern, as nowadays patients are more demanding for quality health service, and also holistic care includes care given to the individual, family, and community to promote health and prevent a further illness. So that is going to be our topic of this international webinar today. That is continuing nursing education and holistic care toward better health service educations. And together with us today, we have 3 expert speakers who will talk in a very deep about this topic today. So let's give a warm to all speakers today. So first, Dr. Assistant Professor Kamal Turner. Sorry if I'm mistaken to spell the name. Second, Dr. Natawud Surya. And then third, Dr. Rogi Arcio Bautista. So 3 speakers will tell in a very deep about those topic today. Right, before further ado, so first speaker will be Assistant Professor Dr. Kamura, who will tell about holistic care. But before she delivers a very wonderful presentation today, so let me inform you a brief curriculum vitae of the Dr. Kamurla Turner. So her full name is Kamurla Turner. She is now the Dean of Faculty of Nursing, Prabowo Marajanov Institute. Her educational background, she completed the diploma in nursing and midwifery from Konburi, Thailand, Konburi Nursing College, Thailand, and continued the Master of Science in Mahidol University, Bangkok, Thailand, also in 1991, and finished the PhD nursing program from University of Newcastle, Australia in 2001. Related about work experience, he has so many work experience that I can mention one by one, but at least she has ever becomes a director of Boro Marajo Nani College of Nursing, and etc. Right, I think that was a curriculum background of Dr. Kamarat. So to save our time, and without further ado, I let Dr. Kamarat to present the presentation. Maybe Doctor will have about 30 minutes to present your wonderful presentation. Now the floor is yours, Doctor.
Thank you very much, the MC, honorable guests, and all participants. Once again, very good morning. Let me share my slide. As the MC informed that my talk today is continuing professional, let me shut this, continuing professional development or CPD for better health care quality in the digital era. And that can lead us to reach the ultimate goal of the 5.0 era. Let me now move on to my session that I mentioned before about the digital era, what it needs and what the health professional need to adapt themselves to be able to work effectively in the 5.0. My talk today will include digital transformation and healthcare, importance of continuing professional development or CPD, the CPD in the digital era, and also the last section of my talk will be future trends in CPD for nursing profession. As I mentioned earlier, that the era 5.0 is a concept that refers to the integration of human and machine intelligence, as well as the harmonization of technology and society to create a more human-centric and sustainable world. In this era, nurses need to develop new skills and competencies such as digital literacy, interprofessional collaboration, ethic decision-making, and holistic care to meet the diverse and complex needs of patients and the community. First, we need to understand the digital era and digital transformation. That include what digital, this keep coming. that includes what the technology doing in our daily life. Is it making life better or worse? And can we avoid it? And how should we respond to it? What do you think? We need to understand this to create harmonization of technology and society to create a more human-centric and sustainable world. I think the video can explain better than me, so let me show you some video that explain about digital transformation.
Technology is the ubiquitous sign of human imagination, with its ability to aid and inspire. From the point where you rise, it keeps you seamlessly wired and ready to take on your day. However you travel, it is now an extension of whatever you choose to give your attention to. Whether it's continuing that ebook you were reading or getting a head start on your work. Check up on your home or zone out to your online series. Never miss a beat. Whatever your work requires, there is always a need for synchronicity between all your platforms in the search for success. Just like finding harmony, cross-platform synchronization between all your different peers and devices allow for greater satisfaction in a world without borders or limits to your imagination. helping you empower and secure not only your physical valuables, but securing your digital assets, whether it's on your hardware or in the cloud, as well as for your company network or personal use. Have peace of mind with our guarantee. As you unwind at the end of your day, seeking out your passions,
What do you think of that video? Anyone wear a digital watch to monitor your walking steps, to monitor your blood pressure? That one of the digital technology in your life. You can raise your hand or you can type in the chat to say that what a digital technology that you use in your daily life. So do you think, is it make your life better or worse? Let's look at this video and you might have some idea about that. I'd like to show you the second video that discuss about, is technology making life better or worse? So you, after you watch this, you have to tell yourself.
Technology is changing our world. Our devices allow us to do things that were previously unimaginable. But is that a good thing? Do our devices bring us together, or are they separating us? Or are we more alone? Are we more connected to knowledge, or just more likely to believe misinformation? We know that new technology helps save lives, but what about the health risks from being so sedentary? Are we more distracted, or are we more engaged? What are the effects of adding metrics to our social interactions? And what does it mean that you can publish anywhere at any time and share your voice with the world? Explore the pros and cons of technology and defend whether it's making life better or worse here on Earth. Be sure to include facts and deep.
So from the video, you can see that the technology has both pro and con effects. So it depends how you use it. So you have to choose which way of technology and how you can employ it, or how you can apply it to be benefit for your life and for your work. There another video about digital transformation. So I'd like you to understand this concept first before we go to digital technology on health.
Successful organizations embrace digital technologies because they know this generates greater value for customers and provides an environment for employees to thrive, which equals higher profits for the business. Digital transformation is the single most important opportunity that enables organizations to leverage technologies across all aspects of the business. Done properly, businesses reap the benefits of more informed decision-making, improved processes, and better communication, all resulting in an exceptional client experience and improved bottom line. When done ad hoc, businesses risk employees becoming less productive, processes breaking down, and clients getting frustrated, potentially leading to customers and employees looking toward the competition. In the past, savvy executives looked for new growth opportunities, then implemented technologies such as a CRM to boost sales, line of business applications to get more visibility into the business, or team collaboration tools to improve internal communication. However, these initiatives did not always go as anticipated. Some failed entirely, others delivered less than desired results, and many just went way over budget. The reason failure has been so common is twofold. First, internal IT personnel and outsourced IT providers do not understand the business and tend to focus solely on the technology. Then, they do not provide a systematic approach for executives to uncover opportunities, plan initiatives, and successfully execute projects. Keeping up with change and staying ahead of the curve requires businesses to employ
you can see that if you use digital technology in the right way, it can help you improve the process of your work. It can help you improve the way you make decision, and then it can also improve your communications and work among your team too. So next, I'd like to mention about the impacts of digital technology on healthcare. So you need to understand digital health before you know what you should develop your competency. In this day, if nurses don't know about the digital technology or the impact of it on health, it is difficult to make the work at high quality, because advanced technologies, I think, happen everywhere in the healthcare setting and also in the community, in people daily life too. So understanding digital health and future healthcare and the impact of technology on the future of healthcare will help nurses know what to develop and what they need for their competencies that can lead them to work at high quality and also to be able to make holistic care for people. So technological innovations in healthcare, you can see that many of them emerge. For example, like telemedicine, wearable devices, and AI-driven diagnostic. In some country, you can see that, especially like China, you might have heard of the machine that can be used to diagnose the patients, and the patient don't need to go to the hospital. They just go to the box or the counter that have these machines, and then they can get diagnostics, and then they can go to get medication. So let's see how these innovations are reshaping the healthcare landscape and making it more accessible and efficient. I like to show this video to you. When you see this video, you can understand some of the aspects. For example, the personalized healthcare. How can we do personalized healthcare? How can we make more choice for the patients or the clients? Let's have a look. I'd like to show you more video. Let's look at digital health cafe.
Welcome to the new episode of What Happened This Week in Digital Health, your one-stop destination for all the latest updates in the world of digital health and biotech. So let's dive right in. But before we begin, make sure you have your favorite cup of coffee in hand and get ready to immerse yourself in the fascinating world of healthcare.
In a groundbreaking move, the UK government has invested £13 million to accelerate AI research in healthcare. This funding supports 22 projects across universities and NHS trusts, from surgical robotics to predictive health analysis. Tech Secretary Michelle Donnellan announced this alongside preparations for the world's first major international summit on responsible AI use. This event will unite global leaders, tech giants, and experts to shape AI's ethical deployment. University College London's Centre for Interventional and Surgical Sciences is a key recipient, receiving over £500,000. Their project aims to develop real-time AI for better surgical outcomes and faster recovery. Maven Clinic joins forces with Amazon, bringing fertility and family-building services to Amazon employees globally. New York's digital health platform offers various reproductive services. Amazon workers gain free access to experts through Maven, spanning fertility, mental health, and more. The partnership covers more than 50 countries. This collaboration enhances accessible healthcare for employees' family planning. Ramsay Healthcare, a major Australian private healthcare provider, is teaming up with Google Cloud to reshape healthcare operations. This collaboration aims to streamline data utilization and enhance outcomes. Ramsay Healthcare has chosen Google Cloud to drive its 2030 digital transformation strategy, centering on a unified data hub built with Google Cloud's BigQuery. The hub will securely process real-time and raw data, underpinned by Google Cloud's encryption. Ramsay's adoption of AI through Google Cloud is resource-efficient, marking Google Cloud's commitment to transforming healthcare across the Asia-Pacific region. Ramsay's innovative cloud-based platform will streamline patient and specialist interactions, featuring pre-admission tracking, digital consent, and easy payments. Vital, a health tech company, has launched an AI-powered translator that instantly converts complex medical jargon into plain language for patients, benefits both patients and healthcare providers by improving communication and reducing stress. The translator simplifies doctors' notes, radiology reports, and test results, making them as understandable as fifth-grade reading. This innovation addresses the challenge of deciphering medical terms, ensuring patients comprehend their health information accurately. Vital's technology enhances health literacy, streamlining communication between patients and care teams. It saves time for healthcare providers, reduces misunderstandings, and increases patient engagement.
From this video, you can see that many big companies cooperate with the healthcare sector to make digital technology help the healthcare process and approach and make accessible and probably also affordable more than before too. For example, like in the past, if they're expert in some country, you have to fly to that country. But these days, for telehealth or telemedicine, the patients do not need to fly to see the surgeon or to see the great doctor, but they can do this online on telemedicine, or they can do it through the device and company like Google and Ramsay, like they said before in the video that you watch. I'd like to show you another video to make you understand about how this let's see the precision medicine.
Precision medicine is an approach for disease diagnosis which takes into account your genes, environment, and lifestyle. Genetic information will help doctors make better choices for treatments that are most likely to help you. Most of all, precision medicine involves treating every patient as an individual.
Okay, I'm interested in learning more about this test.
First of all, you should complete this consent form. Let me explain. Your data might be collected including your name and address, and basic information like your health status, family, or work history. Health-related information that might be collected is your family history, medical history, diet and exercise, and habits like smoking and drinking, as well as your health records.
I see, but I'm concerned about several things regarding my privacy.
Could you explain more in detail?
If my information is leaked, are there any disadvantages in applying for health insurance or a job?
A federal law called the Genetic Information Non-Discrimination Act, or GINA, forbids group and individual health insurers from using genetic information to approve or deny coverage or to adjust premiums, terms, or conditions.
How can I be sure of the security?
I think my time is running down, so I don't have enough time to show you all the video that show you how this technology impact the healthcare sector. Let's move on to another aspect of my presentation. After we know that digital technology impacts on the health sector and how we care for people? How do we keep our nurses updated to all these trends and rapid changes? After they graduate from our school and they go to work and all the advanced technology come, and how do they keep up with that? So we need to have the way to improve their competency, to upgrade or develop their competency to be able to keep up with the change of the technology and the healthcare setting. So this way that I think many countries, including the Indonesia, use to develop our nurse competency, what we call CPD. CPD is the process of lifelong learning that enables health professionals to maintain and improve their knowledge, skills, and competence in a rapid changing practice environment. It is essential for ensuring the quality and safety of healthcare services, as well as the professional development and satisfaction of health workers. So I think your university probably have the role for help the nurse to develop their competency to keep up with the change of the technology in the healthcare setting too. We can do this in many forms. For example, formal education or training program or workshops, conferences like today that we do. We can make it through the online courses or self-directed learning, mentoring, peer review. And in Thailand, we have another form of CPD we call residency training, where the hostel, the big hostel, cooperate with university and then make the program that nurses don't have to come to the university. They make the program that nurses can improve themselves and can do the training at the hostel, follow what the curriculum said, and then when they meet all the requirements of the program, they can have their certificate of advanced training course, or they can have even the degree by residency training. We have for both degree development and also short course training, like 4 months short course training normally. But for residency training, they have to do it about 3 years to get the certificate. This is just example, and there are also many other ways that you can do it. I'd like to show you this diagram. This diagram shows the whole aspects of continuing professional development model. I studied this, I think, many years ago. It's about probably 7 years. Oh, sorry, my slide didn't change. Right. Let me share. Okay, not sure if you see my previous slide. Look like it's not moving before. Right. That slide that I mentioned before about the concept of the CPD and then the forms of CPD, and this diagram is the model of continuing professional development that I studied 7 years ago. So it come up with the competencies development and the qualification improvement, for example, like master degree and PhD. If the nurses work in university or school, they also need the teaching competency, so they can go to improve their competency in teaching strategies and measurement and evaluation. But for nurses, they might look at two things. The first one is nursing professional competency, and they also look at other academic competency, for example, research, management, and then quality assurance, and also other academic that are useful for their work and their position. And for nursing professional competency, it could be nursing specialty and update nursing issues. For example, like today, we update our nurses who participate this conference for the holistic care in the digital era, and also professional practice. And we also found that what nurses need to develop themselves is about ethics of life, because you know that nurses work so hard. Sometimes they don't have time to look after themselves, don't have time to enjoy themselves, and they lost the balance of their life. So I think ethics of life, that another issue that nurses need to develop themselves too, so they know how to live in harmonious life and balance the life and their work and their family. So this is what we found. And also to do the CPD, the best way to do it to collaborate with other organizations. It could be with the technology company, or it could be with the hospitals, with the healthcare setting, better than the university do it alone. What we can do about CPD in the digital era. CPD in the digital era involves regular training, upskill, and a seamless integration of technology into our professional development, and it includes lifelong learning, and is no longer a choice but is necessity. So we, as a university, we need to think about how can we make the training course accessible for all nurses, including those who work in the remote area, and how can we make it affordable. So we have to thank the advanced technology in education, because advanced technology in education help us make the training course available for all nurses, no matter where they are. Like in Thailand, we do a lot of online courses for training, except for hand-ons. So we might do it two parts, like the theory part, we can do it online, and for the hand-ons, we can do it in the laboratory room and on the clinical setting. So there are many ways with the technology that we can offer our training course or education for nurses. So future trend, let's look at future trends in CPD. The future trend of CPD will include artificial intelligence, the AI. Anyone use AI to help your work? Like the simple one that I think many people may use it. You can write on the chat. Do you use any of the AI, for example, Chat GPT? Your student might use it. If you are the lecturer, you need to know, because sometimes the student use the AI to help their work. So you need to have the program that can look for the AI work, and it can catch for the AI work, and you know that this is not student work. And also the AI can help you draft your speech, can help you draft your article and your research study. And the AR, augmented reality, and VR, virtual reality, as well as the virtual simulation, can help you provide your education easier than before, and you can do it with the large group of students or trainees too. And another one that effective is coaching and mentoring. This can be done in the healthcare setting, so the nurses may not need to leave their work. And also personalized learning pathway. You need for this, you need to think about how to make the training course meet the personalized need of nurses. And online platforms and hybrids can help you improve the CPD this day. So I like to say that if you always do what you always done, you always get what you always got. That's what Tony Robbins say. So if you want to get better quality, better results than before, you have to change the way you do it today and tomorrow. So you need to keep going up. That my last talk with you, my final message to you. So we all need to keep moving up and developing more competency. Thank you for your attention.
You are most welcome, Dr. Kamora Turner, for the wonderful presentation. So now let's please give a virtual applause to Dr. Kamora Turner. Right, so if I can conclude a little bit about the presentations, that now a touch of technology really help the healthcare. So in this case, so like Dr. Turner said, that how can we use or empower the technology to support the healthcare in the era of 5.0 right now? So this is a little bit conclusion for me, and now I will open the dear participant to the question and answer session. So if you have any question or suggestions or anything else, you may write down to the chat room, or you may directly go raise your hand and then ask directly to the Dr. Turner. So please, ladies and gentlemen, or dear participants, if you have any questions now, we now go to the question and answer session. Is there any questions? Oh, okay. So first, there is a questions in our chat room. So from Devi Kansa, Doctor, so the questions is, Dr. Kamora, the use of digital technology is good, but how to give knowledge people how to give knowledge to people to find out the right information about health, because many informations about health that we can access every time, but some of the information do not have the evidence-based. Thanks. So that's the wonderful questions, I think. So Dr. Kamolat, you may please give the answer of those questions.
Yes, I agree with you. That's very good and interesting question. So that the things, that very important thing, like there lots of information online, especially open access like website. So when you look for information, you have to make sure that you go to the trustworthy database. So you don't go to Google and then jump to believe what Google say. So you better go to database, for example, Sino or Elsevier or PubMed, and read the article that based on research evidence or the evidence-based study. So in that case, you can trust the information. Did I answer your question?
Right. So thank you for the clarification information from Dr. Turner. So hopefully, to those who asked, we can answer your questions. Hopefully it's done. And then now we go to the next questions. We have still some questions, Doctor. So next questions will be, what factors are concerned in implementing holistic care? So this is second question. So Doctor.
That's another interesting question too, because like you know, like I should go to talk about holistic care in the 5.0 era, because like I mentioned before, 5.0 era is the ways to try to compromise between the technology and the human and make human centric. But you know, I have only 30 minutes and I see that the next session will focus on the holistic. So what factors are concerned in implementing a holistic care? You need to understand the technology, and you need to understand human. You need to understand people mindset, and you need to analyze how digital technology can be applied to people in the community, to patients in the hospital. And you have to remember that with the high tech, you still need high touch at the same time. You may use online approach to contact patient or to contact people in the community. And you need to go to visit them on site sometime. And even with the online approach, you also need to show respect to them, to show empathy to the patients. That's the way how you can make holistic care. You can also assess holistic parts of the holistic. You can also assess for holistic health. For example, even though you do online, you not just ask them about their physical condition. You can talk to them to see how their physiological status, and to see their environment. You can ask them to walk and show about their environment, their home, and how many people they live. That's how we can link the digital technology to the holistic care. So you have your holistic aspect for your knowledge background. So you need to link them together, make it more more improved for caring people. and make it accessible. Because like, for example, you may be able to talk to many patients who have the same problem at the same time to make the time worse than before, more valuable. I think that answered your question right.
Thank you, Dr. Turner, for the wonderful answer. And now we still have one more questions, Doctor. So the next questions will be, holistic care is involved by using comprehensive approach to integrate by two complementary of nursing concept. Those are alternative and spiritual. Explain please two of the concept above. Doctor, that's the next questions.
I think for this you will learn more in the next session, because the next session will focus on holistic care, because this is a big concept. If I explain you now, I think the next speaker don't need to talk about holistic care. So I will refer this to Dr. Natwood, who will focus on the holistic care. So I think he will mention about concept of these two things. Right, Dr. Natwood. So I give it to you. Otherwise, you will not have the content to talk about the holistic care, because your part will focus on this. And actually, I just say about the integration by two complementary. Integration is the good word. Like for nurses, I think one thing that nurse can make it different is integration. You integrate the theory into practice. You integrate many approaches to care people, to help people. So for the two concepts of holistic care, also you can integrate them into caring people, not just spiritual and what else? Alternative and spiritual. Alternative, you mean alternative care or alternative medicine? Not sure if you mean that. For if it's alternative care or alternative medicine, you can. For me, I will not judge the people if they believe in alternative medicine. If it's not harmful to the patient, I let them do it. If they can do it along with the modern medicine, because that can help their spirit. Oh, I thought that I'm not gonna mention about it, but I already answered you something. But I think Dr. Natwood will go deeper in that. Yeah. So you have to assess spiritual aspect of the patient too, and see what they on for their health problem. If they use any alternative things, you need to assess, are they harmful or are they okay, right? So I will not undermine the alternative medicine.
Right, thank you, Professor Dr. Kamal Turner, for the wonderful answer and explanations. So I'm mistaken, but I think will be the time is mostly rich for the first sessions, Dr. Kamulat. But before we end the session, would you please give a closing statement, Dr. Turner? Would you please now give a closing statement for the presentation?
Closing statement. Okay.
Yep.
Like I said before, that things never been the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So nurses cannot leave their knowledge for yesterday when they graduated from school or university. So they need to keep moving and developing their competencies to keep up with the trends in healthcare. That's my last message.
Right. Thank you very much once again. And please once again give a virtual applause to Dr. Kamala Turner for the wonderful presentation in the first session today. And last but not least, so I'd like to say thank you very much, Dr. Kamala, for the wonderful presentations. And maybe see you for the next presentation. We will talk in a very deep again about holistic care another time. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Right. Good morning.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih, sama-sama, Doctor. Right, well, ladies and gentlemen, so don't go anywhere. We still have another two wonderful presentations. So now let's move on to the next presentations. So in these sessions, you will know more about what is holistic care. So as Dr. Turner said, so the second speaker will be Dr. Towad Surya. So I am really sorry if I mispronounce your name, Doctor. Today he will talk more about holistic care in very detail. But before he deliver the wonderful presentations, of course, I will let you know about his curriculum vitae. So his full name is Towad Surya. So he is a lecturer, adult and elderly department as Sri Mahasarakam Nursing College, Faculty of Nursing, Prabowo Mara Janok Institute. So about his educational background. So he completed the bachelor degree in nursing science in 2007 at Sri Mahasarakam Nursing College, Thailand, and continued the Master of Nursing Studies 2015 from Coventry University, UK, and completed the PhD in Nursing Studies 2021 at the University of Edinburgh, Scotland. So about his research and publication, there are so many research and publication has been done. So one of them, the title is The Use of Human Patient Simulation as a Teaching Tool to Increase the Development of Critical Thinking Among Nursing Students to the Southern College Network Journal of Nursing and Public Health. And another article is that the relationship between perceived self-efficacy and learning achievement in gerontological nursing practicum. So nursing students. And there are so many more about research publication that I could not mention one by one. Right, so to save our time, without further ado, so I will now let the Dr. Towad to start the presentation. You may have about 30 minutes to deliver your wonderful presentation. Doctor, the floor is now yours.
Okay, thank you, Safik, for the moderator today. And selamat pagi, everyone. And I'm very happy to join for this participate for this webinar. Okay, let me share my presentations. So anyone see my presentations?
Yes, Doctor.
All right,
Yep.
I want to make sure. Yes. For today, I'm going to talk about holistic care and complementary therapy in Thailand. This is quite well known as we are a nurse or public health professional. We know we have to understand holistic care. And for another issue, I will talking about the complementary therapy in Thailand. This is quite well known. Okay. So for today, I'm going about the overview of the population aging in Thailand and the healthcare system in Thailand and holistic care towards better health and complementary therapy in Thailand, and also the future challenge for improve the quality of life and quality of care in era 5.0. So in Thailand, the capital is Bangkok, and we have like about 66 million people. And also now we become age society. This is why we need holistic care, because after we become age society country, this means the problem of elderly people become the substantial public health concern. For this picture, you can see like the population of older adults in Asian country. So you can see for the yellow is in 2015, and another color is 2000. This is you can see in Thailand. This is we have a lot of older adults when compared to Indonesia or Philippines. You can see in 2040 this is a lot of the number of population. Yes, this is the changing of the pyramid. You can see in this is for the first pyramid in 2010. This is the pyramid is now is changing. For example, in 2020, the population of older adult is a lot. This is why I need you to understand is the overview of the population, because they will become the public health concerns, because when they get older, they come with disease such as coronary disease, hypertension, diabetes. This is why today I'm going to talk about the holistic care in Thailand. This is important because as we are health professional, we will support, we will look after the patients with holistic care. First, we need to understand what is health. As WHO states that health is a state of complete physical, mental, social, and spiritual well-being, not merely absence of disease and infirmity. And also for the National Health Act state that health is a state of human being which is perfect in physical, mental, spiritual, and social aspect, all of which are holistic in balance. This is quite important for the health. What is holistic health? I think some of you may know about holistic health, some may not. So today I'm going to talk about holistic health. The holistic health is an approach to wellness to address the physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual. The components of health as a field of practice, holistic medicine draw from many disciplines, religions, and culture to heal people, community, and even the environment. For the meanings of this slide, you can see a holistic health. It means everything we need to take care, not just people, but also community and even the environment. This is quite important when we support people in community as we are the health professional, not just a physical, but also mental, emotional, social as well. It is the dimensions of holistic health. As you can see in this picture, we have 3 dimensions. The first dimension is the health dimensions. For the health dimension, we include mental health, psychosocial, and spiritual. I think in your country, spiritual is important when we support or look after the patients. For the next dimension is host dimension. This is individual, group, family, and community. And the last dimension is healthcare dimension. This includes prevention, promotions, curative, and rehabilitation. This is a dimension when we take care or we support, which we use holistic health. So let's move on to this picture. when we support people, I need you to understand the concept framework for the long-term care. When we support people in the hospital or even in the community, we need to use the long-term care. For the picture, as we are going to have the number of population such as elderly people in that community. I know that either Indonesia or Philippines or even Asian country have increasing number of elderly. So the long-term care is needed. For this, in the picture, you can see aging. When we have dependency, and most of them are living at home. About 80% of elderly people or who got chronic disease living in the community. So who will take care in that community for people who got chronic disease? The first one is the family. The family play a significant role to support everything for the patients with chronic disease. The volunteer, yeah, this is quite important by the popular or well-known like a village health volunteer in that community. And also we also use community-based for the long-term care to support patients living at home and other service and measure. So because people living at home, they need support. This is the component when we support people in that community to become the unactive aging. So if they have like an active aging, we still support like environmental modifications, health literacy, or health promotions. You see the conceptual framework for the long-term care. I think maybe you can share your idea in your community, maybe the same or different from my country. So this is the dimension of coordination of agency when we're working on the long-term care. For the MOPS, the Ministry of Public Health, this is the main issue to support, and we distribute like how to support, like we distribute job to support the people in that community to get active health, like a district hospital and health center, and also another branch is local health funds, and we also have like a center for older persons and long-term care manager and the caregiver for the dependent elderly. This is quite important because we become a society since 2 years ago. This is quite a public health concern when we have to support people in that community. So when we support people, when we need to understand factors related to health, this is quite a dynamic. When we support holistic care, we need to understand individuals with environments and health system. For the first, as you can see, like an individual, we have to understand like the genetic behavior, belief, and spiritualities. As we are Buddhists, we believe we have spirituals and we have our belief, and some patients have the different behavior. We have to understand them. We have to understand the holistic of them. For the environment, what factor? We have to understand physical and biological factors, economy, politics, or culture, religions, the populations, educations, even security and communication and transportation and technology, as Dr. Kamunrat says previously. And also for the health system, this includes in equality, the coverage. I will talk about the universal coverage for the next slide and the type of level of service. And for the health system also includes the quality, the efficiency, and public or private healthcare. This is the factor related to health when we support people in the community, we need to understand all of them. This is we call holistic care. So for the health system, Thailand has a healthcare system that is one of the world best. The country started its universal coverage program in 2002, which opened up universal health coverage to all citizens. Most Thai receive health coverage through that universal coverage scheme. This is we call 30 baht. This means before this, in 2002, we just pay just only about $1 when we visit like a hospital. This is the dimension to include for the health system, healthcare institutions, health resources, healthcare management, and healthcare service. So I'm going to talk about for this slide is universal health coverage or UC. As the World Health Organization states that all people receive the health service they need without suffering financial hardship when paying for them. You know, in the health coverage in Thailand, all citizens is free when we visit hospital. We don't need to pay any money for them. Yeah, this is quite easy for the people to access the hospital or healthcare service in our community, except private hospital. As universal health coverage is defined as ensuring that all people have access to needs health service, including health promotions, health prevention, treatments, or rehabilitation and palliations of sufficient quality to be effective. You mean everything, every healthcare sector, people can access anywhere. In Thailand, we have this scheme of health coverage, like a civil servants. For example, I work for the government. I will use civil servants medical. If they work, they like use social health insurance. And for the citizen or people you don't work for the government, they will use universal coverage scheme. Yeah. For this slide, I'm going to talk about the 5 levels of health service system. It means as at the basement, the main when we care is the self-care. The self-care, about 80% they need self-care. The main self-care, I mean, as I said before, the family caregiver is they play a significant role to support the family member. And also in our community, we have primary health care. Yes, they support in that village. The population in that village, they can visit primary health care or we call PSC. And also we also have the primary care in the health center or sub-district. And for the next level is the secondary care. We have like a community hospital or community district. That's for the top of health service. We have an excellence center, TID health service. We like university hospital, general, regional, and province hospital. This is we have quite the number of hospital delivery system in Thailand. Like we have like a 16,000 care units in Thailand for subset like a province, district, and sub-districts. And you can see in that picture. And we have 1 million health volunteer in our country. Because as I want to talk more about the health volunteer, health village volunteer, they live in that village. They have the main to support, like the primary support people in that community. They, for example, one health volunteer, they have to support 10 households, 10 families. You see, they have the responsibility to support. If more than that responsibility, they will offer or refer to the health professional. Yeah. This is the health workforce in Thailand. As you can see in this picture, we have like a formal caregiver. As I said before, we have like a family, they have village health volunteer, they have the carer, care manager, like that in that community. The main informal caregiver in Thailand is still family member, a spouse, adult children, child, daughter-in-law, friend, or neighbor, like that. For the formal caregiver, like we have the volunteer, they have professional and non-professional. You see the care workforce categorization in Thailand. What is the challenge when we support people into practice? Because we have acute care, chronic care, and long-term care. Because now we have to focus on the long-term care because, as I said before, people living in that community, we have to focus and use the long-term care to support like people with chronic disease. Because we become a society, this come with like hypertension, coronary disease. This we use the long-term care as a base for the social care service in Thailand. For this picture, you can see the conceptual framework of healthcare service system in Thailand. And we know about, we have like intermediate care, subacute care, or palliative care for specialized long-term care. For the holistic care, you can see like clearly in the palliative care. When we support people with palliative care, I think the whole holistic care is needed. Yeah. This is the developments of dementia care system in Thailand. Because I want to talk about dementia because now we have a lot of elderly people. They come with dementia care. For the dementia, we have like the primary care, they have the screening care service, home community empowerment. I know that like in every country, they are facing this dementia care problem in elderly people. Like we have like a home and community empowerment. We have a dementia care manager. This is a multidisciplinary team to support with holistic care in Thailand. For the holistic care is involves multidisciplinary to support, which includes not just health but also spiritual, mental, and also spiritual as well. So for this slide, I'm going to talk about the complementary therapies. As I'm going to talk about, because some people may misunderstand about what is alternative therapy or what is a complementary therapy. So for this slide, you see quite different. As you can see, a complementary therapy means you can use it alongside your conventional medical treatment. It may help you to feel better and cope better with your cancer and treatment. But alternative therapy is generally used instead of medical treatment. So in Thailand, we normally use complementary therapy along with conventional medical treatment. And I'm going to talk about for the next slide. In Thailand, as we have a long traditional for the Thai traditional medicines, from Thai massage to spiritual wellness. I know that some of you may know about Thai massage. This is quite well known for the people around the world. They know on the tourists when they come to visit Thailand, they get the Thai massage. Yeah, this is quite well known because like they have a lot of Thai massage. You can see when you visit Thailand, you can see like a Thai massage every like a tourist tourism place. Like and also we have, you can see in the picture like a Thai massage like this. Maybe some of you may not know about Thai massage. Yes, And also we have like a Thai herb ball massage. This is quite a low cost to support. They can feel better like this aromatherapy. Yes. Yeah, this is for this video you can see like aromatherapy. And also I'm going to talk about the cannabis because cannabis can use like traditional medicine come with because 3 years ago the government they have established cannabis to use as a drug to support people to like to cure disease. For the Thai traditional medicine or TTM is a method of healing and boosting validating using herb as a food and medicine. As Thailand has its own system of traditional medicine called Thai traditional medicine, because it is a practice of the arts of healing based on Thai traditional knowledge or textbook that has been passed on and developed from generation to generations or based on the education from academic institute that the professional committee approve. You can see in this picture like in this video like a Thai massage, yeah, like this. When you visit Thailand, you can try massage. This you can get less pain, you can feel better for the Thai massage. For this slide, I'm going to talk about cannabis in Thailand. Because in Thailand, we use traditional containing cannabis have been used to relieve pain, sleep problem, and loss of appetite. In the past, Thai cuisine used cannabis leaf as a seasoning agents and commonly as other spice to improve appetite and blood circulation. 3 years ago, the government allowed like public health to use cannabis for relief pains. This is they use a lot in like people with the cancer or elderly who get a sleep problem. For the cannabis in Thailand, you see the regulation in Thailand there is no longer in the narcotic list. However, cannabis flower bud is classified as a control herb and prohibits. For the we use cannabis, we not selling to use under 70-year-olds or pregnant women and breastfeeding women, and cannabis flower are also not allowed to be sold to vending machines and online sale. When you come to visit Thailand, you visit the hospital in Thailand, or you go to like a apply health medicine, you can see like they will offer you about the cannabis to use to cure pain, to cure like a sleep disturbance. This is legal in Thailand for the well-planned strategy, including education for medication, professional and patients, informing public awareness, and adequate equality. But now we are still have a problem when we apply cannabis because the government allow it legal. Sometimes people they don't aware to use cannabis. They use like in illegal way. Yeah. So when we talk about the palliative care or we talk about the traditional Thai therapy, we use traditional therapy for pain. About 80 to 90% used for relief pains. And we use about 75 to 90% for the fatigue or the constipations or dyspnea in the palliative care. So for this slide, I will show you about when we get disease on we are going to die, like people they shock why they said that not me. So when we use Thai traditional medicine, when we talk about my time is very close now. It is online. You see, they find another treatment because in Thailand we have belief, we have spirituals, we have to find another care like Thai traditional medicine such as like the cannabis, such as Thai massage because this is low cost. You know, the type of complementary and alternative medicine we use most use Thai massage about 56%, and we use the Thai herb and medications about 36%, and also we have like acupuncture 44%. Why we use acupuncture? Because in Thailand we also use like a Chinese traditional because acupuncture is Chinese traditional. So some of them we still have acupuncture in that hospital to cure or to relieve pain as well. And we also use some like traditional Chinese herb and medications, and about 11% use vitamin and complementary product. So as you can see, like Thai massage is well known for like the complementary and alternative medicine in Thailand. When you visit the hospital in Thailand, you will like see like a Thai massage. Yeah. For the reason to use like the complementary and alternative medicine, most of them use for strengthening muscles. You see, they can relax pain, relax muscle, they can sleep well, like that. Or some people use for the controlling spasticity. Some people use for improving walking and reducing pains as well. And some of them use improving emotions. You see the benefits of complementary and alternative medicines. What is the prevalence of complementary and alternative medicine in Thailand? Because the Thai national policy aims to develop and promote and set standard of the Thai traditional and alternative medicine in the country, so that departments of Thai traditional and alternative medicine was established in the Ministry of Public Health. After that, Thai traditional medicine clinics have been established in over 80% of public hospitals. You mean more than 80% we have Thai traditional medicine in that hospital, in public hospitals. So as I said before, the prevalence of complementary and alternative medicine, they use for the stroke patient. This is a research. They test in stroke patients. The most common use for the Thai massage and use acupuncture, use traditional Thai herb, and the medicine used for is the muscle strength improvements about 58%, and controlling spasticity about 41%. You mean why the patient use alternative medicine? Because they take about like a $30 or 1,000 baht in Thailand, or 30,000 per month. Is it not expensive to use like alternative medicine? Because they get suggestion from family or friend, yeah, or physical and healthcare professional when we use alternative medicines. So for this slide, I'm going to talk about how to integrate into practice. Sorry, maybe I mistake in practice. So as you have the question in Dr. Murat, and you ask Dr. Murat how to integrate into practice, the condition of facilitating physician to integrate into healthcare system. The first one is the policy of Ministry of Public Health. This is quite important. If they have the policy to integrate traditional medicine into practice, means every hospital they have alternative medicine disease, the better. For the second is the physician perception on the limitation, side effect, and high cost of modern medicine. This is quite important because the order from the physician quite important. The physician or the doctor need to understand the limitations of alternative medicines and the knowledge, attitude, understanding, and the trust in Thai traditional medicine. This is quite important. We need to give that information for that people to get the knowledge and attitudes. What is the advantages to use complementary and alternative medicine in healthcare? This is quite important when we integrate into practice. So, you see the process to persuade healthcare professionals to use traditional medicine into practice. The process facilitating healthcare professionals to accept in healthcare system. The first thing we have to have the communicating with them to talk about the advantages or disadvantages to use traditional medicine into practice. So after that, when they understand and they accept to use that, we need to train them how to use traditional medicine for the people in that community. And the last one is gaining experience to use traditional medicine into practice. So, what is next? In order to develop guidelines for the development of traditional medicines along with the holistic care to meet the needs of patients. As I said before, this is quite challenging to the policy and patient rights. We need to have the patient rights in our country. And we need more research focused on the actual problem. As I said before, we still lack of research focused on the health and problem. As I talk about the cannabis, just 2 years ago, we still lack of research focused on the actual problem because we have to understand what is the benefits or what is the disadvantage to use the cannabis into patients. And the knowledge of health professional and community. This is quite important because, for example, as our nurse, we have to understand how to use traditional medicine because we have like a shortage of applied health traditional medicine professional. Nurse, when we work at the village or when we work at the primary care units, we need to understand, we need the knowledge to use and support and to provide the right information to the patient in that community. This is for my presentation today. Thank you for your attention. If you have a question, you can ask me. Thank you so much.
You are most welcome, Dr. Towad, for the wonderful presentations. Now, please, let's give a virtual applause to Dr. Towad. Right, so about the holistic care in so many countries in the world, maybe they have their own ways to deliver the patients based on the holistic care. And as Dr. Towad stated, that there are so many priorities, of course, and there are so many techniques based on the country doing regarding to the health care. Right, so that's the amazing presentation. So again, now we come to the questions and session answer. So, dear participants, if you have any questions or suggestions or anything else, now I'd like to invite you to join for the discussion sessions. So you may raise your hand directly and then ask to the Dr. Natawut, or you may also write down your question through our chat room. So both of them are available. Now, please, if you have any. Is there any questions? Is there any? Okay. All right. So our first questions. So we have questions, Dr. Natawut from Anis Nabila. The question is, good morning. My name is Anis Nabila from Nurse Program, University of Muhammadiyah Kudus. Holistic care is so important to know for nursing students or nursing department. Okay, which one? For nursing department to apply it after passing from the university. There are three characters of holistic that I would like to need to enter in this seminar or conference or webinar. So first, characteristic of holistic care in nursing, characteristic of holistic care in medicine, characteristic of holistic care in patient-centered care. Maybe this is based on in your country, Thailand, doctor. So maybe this is the questions. So please, would you like to give answer and explanations about these questions, doctor?
Okay. Okay, thank you for this is quite interesting question like from Anis. Yeah. Okay, we talk about holistic care, quite important for like and we are nursing student. We had to you need to understand what is the characteristic because quite different. For example, the first is the characteristic of holistic care in nursing because as I am a nurse, when we accept people, we not just care for the physical, but also mental and social as well, and also spiritual. So when we accept people, when they get disease or when they come to visit us in hospital or when we visit in that community, we need to understand we have to access them. So for the nurse because nurse we have to they close to the hospital they need to understand the patients in 4 dimensions of care. As I said in my slides, not because if normally in Thailand when we work in the hospital, I think maybe some of nurse we have like we have a lot of job, we have a lot of work to do. It may not complete for the holistic care in nursing. But if we work in that committee, I think is it clear when we use the holistic care in nursing into practice in that committee because this is quite physical, mental, social, or spiritual. This is quite important. The characteristic of nurse is it caring. We need to understand not just the family, but social as well and environmental as well. We have to access every dimensions of care. For the characteristic of holistic care in medicine, I think this is I may not sure about the medicine because I think the medicine they focus on the for the curing people, not just for the health promotion or health prevention, but the doctor or medicine they focus on for the curing disease. I think this is the main focus for the medicine. But the last one quite interesting because the holistic care in patient-centered care. This is quite important because when we support people, we need to understand the patient needs, what they need. We have to this is we call holistic care. When we ask the people when they need to give a choice for them, we need to give a choice to select what is the best for them. So the patient-centered care, the patient can select what is the first choice and what is the suitable for them. For example, if the patients they get pain, like our health professional or our nurse, we have to offer a choice, provide a choice for them. Like they get, you need to Thai massage, you need aromatherapy, you need like a cannabis. This is a choice for them. The patient center care, they can select a choice based on the right information. This is the characteristic of holistic care in patient center care, I think. Thank you. This is for the first question. I think that's answer your questions.
Thank you very much for the clear answer and explanation from Dr. Natawut. Hopefully, to Anis Nabila, who asked your questions is answered. Now we still have one more question, Doctor. So the question from Khadija. Based on Code Holistic Care, it obtains 3 file work phase. First, holistic care includes satisfactions of patients' physical, spiritual, and social need. Second, positive consequence at holistic care. And the third, characteristic of holistic nurse. So would you please explain those points?
Okay. Okay, thank you. Maybe the question maybe some question may be similar, yeah, similar to the previous questions. So for the holistic care includes satisfaction of patients' physical, spiritual, and social needs. I want to explanation of those 3 points because our holistic care, when we support people, for example, in the palliative care, when we support, we not just give the medicine for them, but we support, we talk to them, we touch them, we caring them. This is satisfaction. We support people with our hearts, with our caring, because we are nurse or we are health professional. You see, we have to understand what they get the problem. Sometimes the patient, they come to visit the hospital, they not just get pain, but they feel like have like a feel down. You see, the nurse have to understand like the spiritual, what they believe, what they understand, or what is like the social or in allow them. You see, we need to understand the social needs of the patients, as we call holistic care. So for the positive consequence of holistic care, as I understand, when the patient come to visit the hospital, they not just physical sick, but also like they get the mind sick as well. They get stress, they get down, they get like a depression. Maybe we don't understand. We have to talk. We have to think about they are the relative us. You see, the nurse can support, the nurse can understand. For the positive consequence is, I think we can improve the quality of life at the topic of our webinar today. Yeah, to improve the quality of care, to improve the quality of life in era 5.0. For the quality of holistic nurse, I think I answer for the previous questions. As our nurse, we need to understand what is the holistic nurse, and we need to understand, because if we work in the hospital, we not just like give like a medication, give medicine, give drug for them. We need to talk to them, whether they can sleep, whether they can how they feel every day. This is, I think, the nurse have holistic care already.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Natawut, for explanations. So hopefully, to Khadija, who asked the questions, your questions is answered. Okay. Do we still have more questions? All right. So you got feedback from Anis Nafila. Thank you so much, Mister. I got knowledge from this webinar. Right. Thank you. Okay. And do we still have more questions, Chatrung? No. Okay. All right. I think we. All right. Thank you so much from Khadija. Okay. So seems that we don't have any more questions, Dr. Natawut. And I am really glad to have your nice or your wonderful presentation today. But unfortunately, so maybe this session is really limited. But before we end this meeting, would you please give a closing statement, Doctor?
Okay, for the closing, I want to say for everyone at the ICN said, our nurse, our future, you are the future to support patients in that community. Don't forget to use holistic care to support your patients in that community. You are the future. Thank you.
Right then. So now please give a virtual applause to Dr. Natawut Surya for the wonderful.
Yeah, thank you so much. I will send my presentation in the chat box. Yeah, my presentation file in the chat box.
Natawut, international.
Yeah.
We must end it. And right. Or one. Okay, so let me say sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for the trouble connections. Okay, so last but not least, we would like to say thank you once again to Dr. Natawut Surya for the wonderful presentation today. Hopefully, we can meet again in another international webinar with another nice presentation from Dr. Natawut Surya. We wait for. And thank you for today's presentation. So, good morning, Dr. Natawut Surya.
Thank you ขอบคุณครับผมครับ Okay, I will send you like my presentation file in the chat box. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you so much.
Right. You are most welcome. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, dear participants and also dear students who still join this international webinar, we still have one more last session. So the last speaker will be Dr. Reggie Bautista. So now we will keep in touch first with the Dr. Reggie. Hello, Dr. Reggie Bautista.
Hello, good morning.
Have you been connected with us?
Hello, good morning.
Dr. Reggie? Yes?
Hello.
Hello? Okay, right now, so we have connected to Dr. Reggie Bautista. And well, dear participants or dear students, okay, so this is the last session for our international webinar. And Dr. Agi will be the last presenter who will talk about in very deeply again about holistic care itself. So before he delivers his wonderful presentations, let me read his curriculum vitae for you all first. So Dr. Reggie Bautista is an academic reviewer for nursing licensure examination in the field of maternal and childhood nursing. He also used different approaches in knowledge transfer to his students that gained him name as one of the most loved reviewer in the field. Oh my God, so that's really good. Dr. Bautista was a staff nurse and a medical surgical nurse of Hospital Ning, Angeles for 2 years. Also, he was a nursing instructor of a System Plus College Foundation for almost 5 years and later became a clinical instructor assigned in the different affiliate hospital in National Center for Mental Health Philippine Orthopedic Center. And Dr. Bautista also earned his Bachelor of Science in Nursing, cum laude, oh my God, so he's really smart, and Master in Nursing from the Angeles University Foundation. He earned his Doctor of Education in Philippine Christian University. He was also the recipient of Mayor Carmelo Lazatin Medal of Excellence in 2005. Oh, so let's give a virtual applause. So there's so many awards from Dr. Regi. One of the 10 outstanding students of Angeles University Foundation in the community service category. Dr. Bautista was also nominated as one of the top outstanding students in the Region 3. Oh my God. Right, so to save all time, now please give a virtual applause. And now I give the turn to Dr. Regi Bautista to start the presentation. Now you may have about 30 minutes to deliver your wonderful presentation, Doctor. Now the floor is yours.
Thank you very much for the warm welcome and also your greetings. I think your team will be in charge for the PowerPoint presentation.
All right, so hold on a second, Doctor.
Thank you very much.
Okay, is this screen catch you up, Doctor?
Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Okay.
So I'm in charge for this topic of the continuing nursing education on holistic care toward better health service quality in era 5.0. Next slide, please. Florence Nightingale is credited with introducing the holistic aspect to nursing, and she believed that a patient's environment had an effect on the patient's health. Consequently, a nurse should recognize that a patient is more than just their illness. The American Nurses Association, or the ANA, established holistic nursing as a specialty in 2007. And actually, holistic nursing is a comprehensive approach to patient care. And according to this organization, that holistic nursing is the practice of healing the whole person. Because as we all know, in order for you to be a healthy individual, you must have a very good health, a very good healthcare, okay, in the area of physical, mental, social, and spiritual well-being. So this means that nurses should consider a patient's body, the mind, the spirit, the culture, and socioeconomic background and environment when delivering care. So this organization endorses the holistic approach for all nursing practice. And from the word holistic nursing, it is a steps away from a detached protocol in medicine and instead encourages personalized care. So as holistic nursing becomes more common in healthcare settings, nurses have the opportunity to combine alternative methods with additional approaches to enhance patient care. So for today, we will align now the holistic nursing care to this era 5.0 and what will be the benefits of these nurses, okay, in this era of 5.0. So next slide, please. So what is Industry 5.0? IR 5.0 is also known as the fifth industrial revolution, and this is a new and emerging phase of industrialization that sees human working alongside advanced technology, and of course, AI, artificial intelligence, powered tools, powered robots to enhance workplace processes. And this is the revolution in which the man and the machine reconcile and find ways to work together to improve the means and efficiency of production. This is coupled with a more human-centric focus as well as increased resilience and an improved focus on sustainability. Encompassing more than just manufacturing, this new phase now, it builds upon the fourth industrial revolution or the IR 4.0 that includes phases such as artificial intelligence, automation, big data analytics, the Internet of Things, the machine learning, robotics, smart systems, and virtualization. Broadening the concepts of the IR 4.0, this new revolution now is described by the European Union as providing a vision of industry that aims beyond efficiency and productivity as the sole goals, and reinforces also this goal in the contribution of the industry to the society. And this is very important distinction from the approach of IR 4.0 as described of this, of European Union, that since it places the well-being of the worker at the center of the production processes and uses new technologies to provide prosperity beyond jobs and growth while respecting the production limits of the planet. This is a shift away from a focus on economic value towards a broader concept of societal well-being. While this concept has been touched upon in the past, through corporate social responsibility, for example, the notion of putting people and the planet before profits, it creates a new focus for industry. However, the idea here is the idea of IR 5.0. It goes beyond industry to encompasses all organizations. Okay, so these business strategies now, it creates now a broader perspective that's seen with IR 4.0. So how did we reach IR 5.0? So what is now the evolution of this? Okay, next slide, please. Next slide, please.
So, sorry, Dr. Ragi, there is a trouble connections. Okay, right now it's clear.
Okay. Can you please go to the next slide?
Next slide, please.
Yes. So this IR 5.0, okay, it has it emphasizes the three core elements. Okay, the human centricity, the sustainability, and also the resilience. So what is human centricity? Humans are the core of this revolution, not marginalized as some people have predicted, and the machines shall serve as not the other way around. Reintroducing the human element into the process, it brings the soul back to the manufacturing. So the imagination and flexibility of the human worker is enhanced by utilizing the advanced technologies and collaborative robotics. Okay. So in sustainability, with the growing emphasis on sustainable energy and reducing the carbon emission around the globe, it is necessary to adopt green solutions, such as the implementation of circular processes to reuse, to recycle natural resources, and reduce waste, reduce environmental damages for socio-ecological sustainability. And the third one is the resilience, wherein it refers to the demands of the strengthened production and supply chain robustness. It must be flexible enough to deal with the disruption, unforeseen situation, and unpredictable external force. And this organization has to engage in planning exercises and apply digital technologies to identify optimal alternative paths for the abnormal event. So next slide. So in this presentation, okay, so from the IO 1.0 to from IR 1.0 to IR 5.0, there is now a big revolution to this. Okay. However, okay, as you can see in the presentation, we are now, okay, in the area of Industry 6.0. So what is Industry 6.0 or the IR6? It offers more a holistic view on how new technologies that can be applied worldwide, and all with the focus on living in harmony with nature, being green and sustainable. So example of this, zero emission and zero waste. Okay, so by connecting industries to industries worldwide, we can perform mass personalization and customization of services and products with very intelligent and dynamic supply chains. So now that the new revolution is knocking on the door, cyber attackers are too. Okay, a very example here. So for example, attackers are exploiting vulnerabilities in remote access. Okay, remote access solutions to factory plants and manufacturing environments. And they are using social engineering to get access to assets and critical processes. So we need to have the right security controls in place throughout all assets, including the people of the factory plant, armoring them to become cybersecurity aware via educational awareness training sessions. So there are network threats now in place. So in short, okay, we have to implement prevention, network threat prevention, data security, compliance, access security, embedded security, 5G, satellite and cloud security are hugely important. So if we really want to build zero trust, zero tolerance, and zero waste environments, and to make sure that cyber attackers are not going to cause damage or disruption. So we are now living now, okay, in IR 4.0, but okay, we are now experiencing the IR 5.0, but in the future, we will proceed now, okay, in that IR 6.0. Next slide. Next slide, please. Okay, so the IR 5.0 and its expected applications in the medical field. So nowadays, customers are focused on the personalization of products, having a unique and special requirements, and this is known as a fifth revolution, where the personalized requirement of customers could fulfill. Previously, in IR 4.0, it enabled mass customization, which was not enough. Nowadays, customer wants mass personalization, having the human touch. So the IR 5.0 makes them move from mass customization to mass personalization. So it provides now a product to the customer as per their specific requirements. And this IR, it refers to the interaction between people and machines to make work better and faster. So there is now an immense contribution of robots to perform work loading, unloading, painting, welding, etc. So this revolution now has an interconnected machines which optimize productivity and humans' efficiency. And this journey of this IR has begun, which have great potential to customize what customers want. And there is a massive increase in the quality, safety, and waste reduction. Medical profession, just like us nurses, is working toward personalization, where there is a requirement of a device which can fulfill personalized requirements such as measuring sugar level, okay, and other body parameters. There are now wearable technologies that can provide doctors with patients. Now, okay, in a watch, you can now see how many is your pulse rate, okay, what is your blood pressure, and even also is how many steps, okay, you did, okay, in one day, in order for you to have an active range of motion of exercises, in order for you also to prevent some diseases to occur. So real-time health information is very important now, and this data now can be put to individual medical records, and that helps now the data mining for both individual patient and groups. And these intelligent devices can communicate among themselves, and the doctors can provide proper medication as per the requirement of the individual patient. Okay, so in the IR 5.0, there are no or less there are less negligence or malpractices, medical errors, because this data gives you a correct and very sequential reports. And this revolution now, it uses now a different software to follow up routine and lifestyles of our daily life. Next slide, please. So it now it introduces now an artificial intelligence that is completely life-changing to the humans and learns how our body is reacting. So it automates also the manufacturing process and helpful in providing innovation to the medical field. In this revolution, it gained knowledge from big data to create a symmetrical innovation. It creates a digital knowledge, network, which provides proper medical information and vital records. This also, it uses collaborative robots. There are some institutions, especially in a first world country, that their nurses are robots. However, the main problem here is the human touch. Actually, robots, it improves accuracy and quality. They have less problems in terms of negligence or malpractices. However, the human touch, is not available at all times. So these collaborative robots, it improves accuracy and quality and can do what a human wants. And these collaborative robots are being used for performing unique surgery. Unique surgery at the operating room. The surgeon can enjoy the benefits of this technology. Collaborative robotics is this automation process that also remains a significant hazard on the shop floor along with a human coworker. And this IR 5.0, it makes mass personalization into reality, in which it provides more specialized components in the medical field. These personalized components now are used for the medical treatment for the patient to fulfill unique requirements and lifestyle. Personalized medical implants, also artificial organs, body fluids, and transplants are manufactured precisely in this revolution. So it can perform tasks that are just natural. So in this new world, a new sensor with artificial intelligence analyzes the data quickly. So the machines are flexible to make a high-level decision according to individual need. And in the medical field, these technologies now can measure and monitor the human body, variable precisely as per the requirement for the patient. This help now track the body response with improved performance. It makes possible because it gives an accurate information that's sharing digitally, and these machines are connected to the internet to collect and share necessary data of the patient. And this is an intelligent revolution for a process of optimization, quality improvement, and cost and waste reduction. It will provide a higher speed with critical thinking capability to help make effective real-time decision that embraces now the role of the health professions. Next slide. As you can see, in this picture, it shows the different driving technologies of the IR 5.0 in the medical field. For example, it introduced here the 4-dimensional CT scan or the computed tomography scan, or 4-dimensional magnetic resonance imaging or the MRI that gives now a better information on body parts with specified motion. Nowadays, you can now reveal the gender of the baby, as in the 3D system. And these techniques now are quite useful for the manufacturing of smart medical parts using a 4D printing. And these scanning techniques are quite faster and accurate, which automatically track and analyze internal body movement. And it can fulfill the requirement of smart material by which medical parts are manufactured and can further change the shape and grow in the human body. So It applies also, okay, in this area of our, in the picture, um, there are complex organs, cells, muscles, okay, your skin grafting, your tissue to fulfill the unique requirement. Moreover, the Internet of Everything and the big data artificial intelligence, it provides an accurate information in healthcare. There are some hospitals now, okay, in the Philippines, they are using EMR or electronic medical records. And these are digital version of paper charts in clinics. Okay, because in the traditional way, traditional settings, it's more on paper. The chart, okay, is in the paper, okay, is in the area of an index chart, okay. However, now, okay, they are now using computerized version of charting. And it notes also here, it provides an information now to help professionals during diagnosis and treatment. Another technology also here is the Google Class, used by few doctors to consult patients. In the Philippines, we are using here the consultation, okay, via application. So you just only download the app, okay, in your phone. It could be an Android or Apple, okay, and there are some consultations there given by a certain physician. So in healthcare, this revolution now, it provides now a patient-centered healthcare for providing a better quality of life. It has an excellent capability to provide an information for the manufacturing of personalized implants, tools, and devices. Okay, so now the accessibility, the availability, the adaptability is very, very specific and very, very relevant and timely now. Okay, so even though there are some health clinics or health centers are very, very far, okay, in the center of a city, you can now access it by means of computerization. So it digitally monitors all activities regarding health through the integration of digitally designed manufacturing and information technologies with support software. And there is no doubt that the pace of this revolution will increase. Okay, so this emerging revolution will be the combination of big data, AI, specialized software, machine learning, intelligent algorithm connected to the internet to change everything. So, next slide, sir. So, in the picture, IR or the IR 5.0 will be available to handle the necessary medical processes with the lesser doctor, with the lesser surgeon, with the lesser technician intervention, whereas now the doctors will be doing a high level of jobs. So IR 5.0 will digitally assist the customer to manage repetitive tasks to follow up. And this new revolution now strongly encourages for manufacturing of high quality medical components to meet the personalized demand of the patient. And these robots now are introduced to perform precise and complicated surgery to the patient in an inefficient manner, which was not possible previously. Okay, so advanced machines and information, okay, technologies are used to create a virtual environment. And this now a requirement to give a better efficiency, effective quality services. So medical professionals are to move ahead and take up different challenges, such as handling of the complex cases, medication, treatment, teaching, and research and development. Okay, so it suggests also here that medical professionals now, they have to move ahead and to take up different challenges, such as handling complex cases of this. Okay, so it will be helpful to suggest appropriate material for the medical field to create a fast recovery of the patient. Okay, next slide, please. So what is now the impact now of AI or the artificial intelligence in nursing? Okay, so this AI now has rapidly emerged as a transformative technology in various industries. Okay, and can you please go to the next slide? So what will be our now the benefits, okay, of using this AI in nursing? Next slide. Okay. So in a single day of shift, nurses must juggle any number of tasks from general patient care and monitoring to administering of medication and treatment to communicating with doctors. Okay. So because of this recent advancement in AI, these are set drastically change that nurses' day-to-day lives and capabilities. Okay. So there are few examples of how that could be beneficial. And number one of these, it enhanced diagnosis and decision making. Because of these modern technologies, okay, and application, okay, these AI now they are powered decision support systems. Okay, so these now give you the best the best okay medical records and diagnostic images, okay, that you can give to the doctor and also to the patient. Okay, so that now it's now facilitate now a personalized treatment plans. Okay, next also is the clinical decision making. Clinical decision, it supports tools that can enhance nurses' ability to make clinical decisions. So this AI-based clinical decision now support includes automatically generated nursing diagnosis, full risk prediction, care plans, okay, to prevent catheter-associated urinary tract infections, just like that. So the concepts behind these tools are not new, actually. Full risk prediction, for instance, it involves regular assessment and full precaution implementation. However, manual risk calculation is time-consuming and vulnerable to human error, that leading now to an inaccurate predictions. So this AI now, it offers now the three advantages of this, okay? So the ability to quickly consider large volume of data. So there is a certain cloud sharing, a cloud storage, okay? So that you can easily see, okay, all the documents, okay, online, okay, or in the Internet of Things. Okay, also there is an increased intervention specificity, and also there are automated adjustment in variable selection and calculation. In the third one, predictive analytics and early intervention, okay, maintaining collaboration between the AI systems and nurses is vital. The human touch, the empathy, critical thinking skills that nurses bring to patient care remain invaluable and irreplaceable, actually. Even though we are now in the IR 5.0, okay, that there is a diverse, okay, and very effective documentation, and very effective technologies. However, the human touch and the empathy and the higher level of critical thinking of our nurses is remain invaluable and irreplaceable. Also, one of the benefits of this modern technology is intelligent patient monitoring. These AI-powered monitoring systems can continuously analyze patient vital signs. It detects anomalies, actually, and issue alerts when immediate attention is required. And this technology now enables nurses to monitor multiple patients simultaneously, leading to more efficient and comprehensive care. In the workflow optimization and efficiency, these modern technologies have a very good documentation. They have a very effective data entries of the patient. It allows nurses here to more focus on direct patient care, because somehow in the Philippines, there are a lot of patients in a ward or in a hospital, and there are few nurses, okay, employed in the hospital now. Okay, one of the challenges now in the Philippines, one of the challenges now in the nursing education in our country now is we have a very low employment, okay, in terms of nurses. Okay, why? Because Filipino nurses are going abroad. Okay, and there is now a big problem now here in terms of a brain drain. Okay, second also of the human resources. So this AI is very now important, okay, in our setting, because it can automate routine tasks of these nurses, and it will also lessen their problems, okay, lessen their job, okay, in terms of focus, okay, to the patient. Okay, so now it allows now the nurses now to focus more, okay, on direct patient care, direct nursing care management. Okay, so it ensures also work balance and reducing burnout. AI-powered voice assistant systems, for example, okay, Alexa can help nurses perform tasks, okay, that is more quickly and keep them on schedule and better informed. And they can ask systems for information using voice commands, such as retrieving information on patients, on policies, and having the systems verbally remind them of their schedule and tasks they need to perform. Okay, that's now the essentiality, okay, of this AI is, okay, nowadays. Okay, there's also telehealth and remote patient, okay, monitoring. There are also platforms. There are a lot of applications, platforms in terms of telehealth, because nowadays virtual patient monitoring is very important. Okay, because of the COVID-19. Okay, and the most of us, okay, we are, okay, in our area, okay, in our specific location. Okay, so nurses now, okay, can remotely assess patients' conditions, that provides now a guidance and offer support, okay, that improves them to access to healthcare services and reducing also hospital readmissions. So while this AI holds a great potential to enhance healthcare delivery, it is crucial now to approach its integration in nursing thoughtfully. Okay, so that's now the big consequences now, okay, in the area of AI. Okay, so we for the next slide, please. These are now the ethical considerations of this technology and the human-centered care. Next slide, please. So as AI becomes more integrated into nursing practice, ethical considerations, okay, arise. So nurses now must ensure that AI-driven decisions align with patient values, autonomy, and privacy. So maintaining a human-centered care and a compassionate approach, okay, is very essential, okay, in the context of AI utilization. And these are the consideration, okay, includes here. Number one is education and skill development. AI technologies require nurses to acquire new knowledge and skills. So there will be a training programs that should be developed to equip nurses, okay, with the necessary competencies and to effectively utilize the tools of this technology to interpret also AI-generated insights and maintain patient-centered care. Second is the trust and acceptance. In addition of this is building trust, building rapport between nurses and patients, and also the AI technologies is very critical, because transparent communication and education about AI capabilities and limitations can help address concerns and encourage acceptance among healthcare professionals and patients. In addition, it also this technology also relies on vast amount of patient data. It raising now the concerns about data privacy and security. Nurses play a crucial role in ensuring that ethical data use, protecting the patient's privacy, and advocating for robust data governance framework. Because one of the patient's bill of rights is to provide privacy and protect the confidentiality, okay, of our patients. Okay, so while AI offers significant advancement, maintaining collaboration between this technology and also the nurses is vital. So the human touch, okay, empathy, okay, that nurses, okay, bring to patient care remain invaluable and of course irreplaceable. So what are now the challenges now here, okay, in our IR 5.0? Next slide, please. So these are some key concerns related now to the use of the technology, okay, in nursing. So number one is the lack of human touch. Nursing is a profession that requires empathy, compassion, and human connection. These technologies, although they are advanced, it cannot fully replicate the human touch and emotional support that patients often need. Okay, so patients may feel a sense of detachment when interacting with AI-driven systems, which can impact their overall experience and well-being. Majority of us, we are relying on technology. AI systems are reliant on accurate and up-to-date data to make informed decisions. However, there is always a risk of technical glitches, system failures, or data inaccuracies, which can lead to an errors or an incorrect outcomes. So nurses here must be curious and must be cautious, okay, and double checked, okay, AI generated information to ensure the safety and well-being of our patients. And lastly, as mentioned previously, the use of AI in nursing raises ethical concerns, particularly in the areas such as patient privacy, data security, and even also decision making. So here is we have to determine if we breaches the confidentiality, okay, of our patients. Okay, so additionally, also here that these AI systems make critical decisions, that there may be questions regarding accountability and even also responsibility in case of errors or adverse outcomes. Next slide. So what will be my closure statement here? Okay, a closing statement here is this revolution, it holds an immense potential to transform nursing practice by increasing clinical decision-making, improving patient monitoring, and also maximizing the workflow, okay, in our job as nurses. But as nurses embrace this technology, it is very essential to balance its benefits, okay, with ethical considerations, ensuring that patient-centered care remains at the forefront, that our main priority is our patient. Our care is the best and quality, okay? The best and quality services we will give to our patient. So by harnessing the power of AI, while preserving the human connection, nurses can provide even more comprehensive and efficient care to patients in the future. So while this technology holds a great potential to enhance healthcare delivery, it is crucial also to approach its integration in nursing thoughtfully. Striking the right balance between the AI and the human involvement, addressing ethical consideration, ensuring the patient-centered care are crucial to overcome the disadvantages and maximize the benefits of the AI or these technologies in the nursing practice. Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Mabuhay.
Terima kasih, sama-sama. You are most welcome, Dr. Regi, for the wonderful presentation today. So it leads me to the conclusions that in the era 5.0, I mean, yeah, the presence of artificial intelligence becomes an opportunity and also challenges for the nursing, yeah, in the future. So especially in giving the holistic care. And then Dr. Bautista also pointed out the balance, yeah, between AI and also human touch. So it should be balanced because, yeah, you know that both of them are really, really important. Okay, so now to comprehend the understanding of the presentation from Dr. Regi, I invite the participant one more time to join the question and answer session. So once again, if you have any questions, you may raise your hand directly to ask to the Dr. Regi, or you may even write down your questions through our chat room. Both available. Okay, seems that we have a first question, Dr. Reiki. The question
Yes.
from Devi Aulia and Nafisa. The question is, according to the FRIES 2009, there are 5 core values of holistic nursing, including holistic philosophy and education, holistic ethic and research, nurse self-care, holistic communication, therapeutic environment, and cultural competence. 5 holistic caring process. Okay. For this core of holistic nursing, would you like to give me a brief explanation for those points? Because students must be mastery to apply our knowledge after we will have graduated from the university. Thank you, Dr. Rocky. So that's the question. Dr. Rocky, would you please give the explanation?
Yes, thank you very much for the very wonderful question. Nurses educated in holistic care are better equipped at improving a patient's lifestyle choices and also enhancing the determinants of health, the personal, economical, social, and environmental factors that influence health status. So, holistic care in nursing could increase now the adoption of preventative health, improve lifestyle choices among patients. It reduces the burden of chronic illnesses, okay, and also it gives a quality services, okay, that creates a brighter future for us, okay, in the area of nursing or in our field. So actually here is there are some challenges that occurs, okay. Number one is why we are not giving the best holistic care to our patients, because number one, because of the lack of knowledge or the lack of skills. Second is because of the limitation of our skills to provide, because there are some institutions that they are not giving the freedom or autonomy to these students to give quality care, because they are not licensed or they did not pass the board exam. So in order for you to practice the profession, okay, autonomy, okay, you have to finish and you have to pass the board exam, okay, or the criteria of a certain government agency. Just like in the Philippines, that is Professional Regulation Commission or the PRC. So you have to pass the board exam in order for you to practice and to give the best quality, okay, and holistic nursing care to your patients. Okay, and next also is number 3, because of the challenges also that there are some nurse educators, okay, they have the limit or they have a very limited skills, okay, in terms with regards to the certain procedures. That's why, okay, there is now a big problem in translating or transforming, okay, this knowledge or transferring this knowledge to the students. So what is holistic care? What is holistic health? Okay, so here is holistic health is about caring. It's about caring for the whole person. Okay, it provides here a physical, mental, spiritual, and social needs. It's rooted here, okay, in the understanding that all these aspects affect your overall health, and being unwell in one aspect affects you in others. Okay, take stress, for example. It's a psychological response, but it can also cause physical symptoms. Stress is part of our daily life. Okay, but okay, sometimes and somehow it can cause physical symptoms such as headache, trouble sleeping, weight gain, and muscle pain. Of course, it works both ways. Okay, and being physically ill can cause you to feel anxious or depressed, and meanwhile your spirituality and your relationships can boost your mental and physical health. Studies show, there are some studies or evidence-based studies shows that having close friendships lower your blood pressure. It also reduces your stress levels, and also can even improve your chances of surviving acute or chronic illnesses. So understanding this, doctors who take or nurses in the allied health, okay, who take a holistic approach to health, don't just ask about your symptoms. They just about you. They ask about you, your overall health and your life. So they can make you a personalized recommendations to improve your wellness. I hope I answered your questions. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Ragi, for the wonderful explanation. So hopefully to someone who asked a question, Dewi Aulia and Navisa, your question is already answered. And then we still have one more question, Dr. Ragi. So the question is, what are the potentials and opportunities, including personalized medicine, sophisticated and more patient-centered care by application of cutting-edge technology like AI?
Yes, there are a lot of potentials and opportunities that includes personalized medicine now. Actually, there are some companies now that they are changing now, okay, from traditional to an AI systems. For example, there are institutions now they are using EMR or electronic medical records in order to prevent some errors or medical errors. Okay, second is there are some companies now have patent inventions, just like of blood pressure, monitoring of blood sugar, and even also different evidence-based studies in terms of organ transplantation because of AI. And this AI is very important nowadays because it also lesser the burnout stress of the nurses, okay, because as you all know, our jobs is very, very stressed, okay. So as a part of this, okay, is this AI now, this technology will help you, okay, to the robots and the human will collaborate, okay, in order for these, okay, AI will be transformed, okay, in our profession, okay. So it can create now, okay, it can create now an advanced health insights using AI tools, and that were not possible in the paper-based world, okay. So this AI now, okay, it has a huge relevancy, okay, because of this, okay. We have to collaborate each other. We don't have to rely on the technology, okay, but we have to collaborate it. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Regi, for your nice explanation. So hopefully to Anisatul Nifsah, yeah, your questions is already answered by Dr. Regi. And fortunately, we still have or we don't have any more questions to chat room. No, no. Do we still have? No. Seems that we don't have any more questions, Dr. Regi. So I'd like to point out your wonderful presentations that the presence of EI is really important, yeah, to support the holistic care in the near future. So I mean in the era 5.0. And yeah, I think so because we don't have any more questions. So our session now reached to the end of the session. And before we end the session, so would you please, Dr. Regi, once more time, to give your closing statement regarding your presentation, please.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, now would you please your closing statement now regarding to your presentation? Okay.
Thank you. Yes. So the feature of this IR 5.0 or the artificial intelligence in nursing is gaining popularity, and despite the fears, its possibilities are endless. Okay, so these AI is very important, okay, nowadays, okay, that also there are this technology, it allows a computer system or robot to learn the reason, communicate, and make decisions like humans or better than humans. However, okay, the problem, okay, in AI, it has no human touch or an empathy or compassion to give to the patients, okay. So as part of this, okay, You have only to collaborate in the AI, but never to rely independently, okay, to these tools. Okay? Terima kasih and mabuhay from the Philippines.
Terima kasih sama-sama. So you are most welcome, Dr. Regi, for your nice presentation today. And finally, now we are at the end of this international webinar. So I would like to say thank you very much to all of our speakers. So Assistant Professor Kamora Turner, and then Dr. Natawut Surya, and also Dr. Ragi to deliver the wonderful presentations for this webinar. And I'd like to also thank you to our students to be nice to join for our international webinar today. Hopefully, the material today is really beneficial to you all. And I am, as the moderator, like to say sorry when I deliver the presentation is not out of your expectation. And we'd like to say thank you once again to the committee also that hold this international webinar successfully. And once again, I'd like to say that this international webinar is part of the agenda of 25 Milad Universitas Muhammadiyah Kudus. So finally, last but not least, I would like to say thank you very much for your all participation and then the collaboration. Okay, so before I close, let's say Alhamdulillah to end this international webinar. And don't forget to our students, so we still have more international webinar series. Maybe next week with another topic, which you please join also for the next webinar. Thank you very much. And finally, I close. See you in the next presentation and international webinar. See you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much. Mabuhay.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, Dr. Natawut. Thank you.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณครับ